dude? What's up, Mr. Ray, dude? How
What's
you
good,
doing,
man?
bro?
Good, man.
Man, good. I'm glad you're here at the studio, bro. I'm glad you had time. I heard you did a photography shoot earlier, man. How was that?
Yeah, that was cool. I went out to Forest Falls. It's not too far from like where I live. I guess it's like 30-45 minutes, but I usually go shoot over there. And a girl was interested in like doing an actual photography shoot like out there and like doing out in the wild and shit. I like
Nice.
that. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, last time I was over there, I actually did a drone shoot. This girl wanted to do like a there's a movie called Into the Wild where where it's a dolly shot around the girl or the dude. So the girl was like, "Oh my God, can you try and do that with the drone?" I'm like, "I mean, I can try, but failure, dude. Like it was a failure. It was so windy that day. It pissed me off." Anyways, yeah, dude. So why photography?
Man, well, I got into photography since I was young. Like, I think like if I had to guess, like the moment that I actually decided that I wanted to do photography or that I wanted to have like a further interest and rather it being just a hobby, because you can have a hobby and want to do something and just be like, oh well, that'll go away. But we went to Idlewild and
Nice.
we went like me and my family and stuff, and this is like a long time ago. And we were doing a hike like up in the mountains, and I noticed a tree that was like basically dying, but it had like a couple of branches coming out. They were all broken and stuff. And I had a Kodak camera, like a film camera, and I remember standing underneath a tree and shooting the image like shooting up, and it was a pretty cool image when I developed the actual picture. And I kind of left it to the side, but I always liked that picture. I've always saved that picture. And one time, my sister took it to a competition for like some random, photography things, and it ended up winning because it was like, yeah, it ended up winning with like one of the first place prize on that. And from that, I never actually told my sister because I guess they had forgotten that I had taken that picture, so it just became a picture that they found. So it's just like in the back of my mind, I knew that was a shot that I took, and when it won, it kind of gave me that inspiration to be like, you know what, like that won, and it was just a random shot, and I just decided for some reason to shoot it, and it was cool. It felt good, and that's from that moment I decided to go further with it.
That's fucking dope.
Yeah.
Alright, so cover quick. I gotta turn it off. We're still rolling.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, but like I was saying earlier, man, like this kind of feels like.
Yeah, because you can hear the hum.
Oh, okay.
Unless you want to start all over. You want to start all over again?
Oh, no. Let's keep going. Let's keep it real. I like this live, right here. Yeah, like I was.
All right, man. We had to turn off this stupid ass fan because all I heard was a freaking hum and. Ray's freaking story is freaking amazing. So, all right, man, to continue, bro. Like,
yeah, dude. Yeah, well, like that was like one of the first times that I ever thought that was like what I really wanted to do, and then it just kind of further developed from there. Like and going through the process of like taking pictures, like even with friends, family, stuff like that, and then I always shot like after, phones started to have like a really cool camera on it and you could start taking pictures, and that's when that started going, and then taking pictures with phones, and then I just kept going, and then but as soon as I got my camera, it was like I finally got like my tool, which is like about 3 years ago when I first 3-4 years ago when I got the camera. So that felt really good to do that.
And how old were you again when you started shooting?
Well, I'm about to be 30. But you're talking about like when I shot the picture.
When you shot like the very first photo that you shot.
Man, dude, like I don't know, like I was probably maybe like 12 or 13 when we went on that hike out in Idlewild. So I was pretty young. Young. Probably maybe older, maybe like 16, but around that time.
Yeah, me I always try to get like into like I always had a thing for entertainment and like shooting videos and photos, but man, just recently I met a guy where I used to work at, and he's like, hey man, I'm gonna be doing some special effects work this week, and I'm like, what are you talking about, special effects? He's like, yeah man, I gotta put some blood on this girl, it's for production that I gotta do. I'm like, dude, well, as a matter of fact, bro, look, damn, this is my outlet. As a matter of fact, dude, if you ever need like a dummy to like practice on, bro, let me know. And dude, I got you. I got you. And straight
Yeah.
up, he looked at me because he told me that so many other people have told him, oh yeah, oh hit me up, and I'll go with you. And everyone's always flaked on them. So
Oh yeah.
so he looked at me. He's like, I don't know, man. I'll think about it. So sure enough, man, he hits me up like a week later. And he's like, hey Ortiz, hey, remember that time that you asked to do something? Hey, well, we got to shoot this weekend, and it's for production, and do you want to be a sheriff or do you want to be a detective? I was like, I don't know, man. Whatever you want, bro. I'll do whatever. So I came in. So I came into that production, and I came in as a detective. I was all suited up and booted, but back then, bro, I was bigger. I was more bigger than I am right now.
Uh-huh.
And then the director's like, "You're gonna be a sheriff, dude."
You're like, you look like the build for the sheriff.
He's like, "Yeah, dude, you're gonna be a sheriff." And I was like, "All right, dude, fuck it, dude, whatever." So and then that production ended, and then that guy that I told you about, he was like, "Oh yeah, dude, man, you did a good job." And then that same director, he put out a post saying, "Oh yeah, okay, who wants to learn how to do camera? Who wants to learn how to do videography and photography and all that?" And I was like, "Dude, hell yeah, dude, I'm freaking down. Like, let's shoot it." So I ended up meeting that guy again, the director, and then I want to say like 40% of the stuff that I know was from him. So,
okay.
dude, I learned a lot of shit, man. And then because of him, I got into flying drones, which I really didn't learn from him, but I saw him do it, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go and get my own shit too. And then he always told me, so he's like, look, Jay, when you buy something that you know it's gonna make you money.
Uh-huh.
So, dude, that stuck with me. Now all this
Yeah.
shit that I have right here, look at, like
Yeah,
I'm buying shit that
Yeah.
that I know it'll make me money, and it's dude, I love it. So, and fast forward to now, bro, and look, here I am talking to you, bro, and we were talking
Yeah.
about photography and all this cool ass shit.
Yeah, dude.
Man, bro, like, what's the plan for the future, man? Are you planning on doing any videography or anything?
Yeah, actually, that was like one thing that like I've always wanted to like explore, just because of the fact that I go out and shoot all the time, wherever I can go, anywhere I can go. Damn, if you could put the picture of my car up on this freaking thing, like you would see like all of the things that's happened to it, and even then, like, just I'm on the road so much, man. Like I just love to explore. Like all the footage usually take a lot of footage whenever I'm like out and about, and I just recently bought a GoPro, just so that way I can shoot the stuff that I can't shoot with my camera when I'm trying to do something specific. But usually like I'll prop the camera somewhere and shoot like, you know, anything. Like I have videos of like little ants, dude, just walking around like on top of a little piece of wood. Yeah, little army ants with like a waterfall in the background and stuff like that. And
that's cool, dude.
You know what I mean? Like stuff like that, because since I've always wanted to do like photos and stuff, it's interesting that you said that you had somebody that taught you. Like there were people that, I tried to learn from, but a lot of the people that I tried to learn from were examples and things that I saw,
Mm-hmm.
like, going through magazines and seeing like pictures of landscapes and, modeling stuff. Like I would open just the magazines for, the fashion ones, just to see like the different poses and things that people would like shoot for like specific ads and things like that. And I've always like tried to replicate that, but like I mentioned before, like technology wasn't as
Yeah.
amazing as it is now with like, your phone that you could just say
Amazing.
amazing, you know what I mean?
Thanks, Vince.
that one's for Vince. You know what I mean? But like going and shooting now is like having that interest and like going into it is, I have like a very peak like, art craft that I feel like I'm pretty good at, but I don't know. It's pretty. It has been like.
Yeah, and you know what's good is that you love doing it. So I love doing this, and it never feels like a burden to me. I'm like, man, like, I can't wait till I go and do that again. So, and then like especially when you go see like Blind Octavius, bro, and then you're like right there, bro,
yeah.
you're like, I'm like,
Exactly.
damn, bro, enjoy the fucking show. Right?
Yeah. Sometimes I want to do it, and I'm just like, man, like when they played actually that's so funny that you said that too, because at the House of Blues, when they performed at the House of Blues, and I was like doing that job, and I was like shooting, like that was like a very high peak for them, because I was extremely proud to see them up there, more or less, because I had seen them when they were first starting, when they had just gone up on stage. I met them like probably, I don't know, they've done a couple of shows before, but seeing them at the MTL perform for the first time, and it was just the trio before, Vince
Mm-hmm.
came in and Mark, came through and took the spot. But back when I saw him then, it was just, that was like the beginning stages,
Yeah.
dude. And like seeing them there at the House of Blues, like I filmed the majority of the shots there, but the last song, man, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna enjoy it. Like I'm gonna
Yeah.
sit here and I'm just gonna, enjoy the show, because I do get like that sometimes when I have to work with them. Like I do want to have, the time to enjoy the show, because man, they're I think they're amazing. I think they're
Yeah.
good. They just dropped those 2 songs just recently and stuff like that. And
I still haven't heard it, so I'm gonna have to put that shit on.
oh yeah, dude. Oh my god,
Yeah.
those jams are good, man. Like those are some good songs, and they worked really hard. And those are especially North Pennsylvania Avenue. That one's a really important song, just because of the fact that Mark being the new drummer and coming into the band, like that's his first song, where he, they did Porno Mustache also, but there was already a drum set that he, implemented and made his own. But that Pennsylvania Avenue is this, like, realistically, like, their song, like, as the new, like, 4 team, you know what I mean? And that was cool, like, and they did a fantastic job, dude. They did a sick song, man. I like it. I enjoy it.
So what are you to Blind Octavius, man? Are you like their manager, or what are you, like, just a photographer, or what do you do, bro?
I'm doing both right now. So I first started off doing their photography, like I mentioned, from the moment that I met them at the MTL. I offered to do their photography, and I've been doing their photography ever since. And then just recently, actually, as a matter of fact, like right after the House of Blues, they asked me if I can be their manager for the band, and I agreed. So right now we're working together. I'm managing them, booking them shows, trying to get into contact with the people that originally they talked to, so that way I can arrange them for doing shows and like setting up their stuff. Actually, as a matter of fact, they're going to be playing on Saturday, the March 14th. I don't know when this will air, but yeah, this Saturday. I don't know when this would air, but if it makes it in time, it'll be the 14th of March, and they're having a show at the Vault. So they're going to be playing at 10. People can come and check them out. I like that they vibe out with their fans and things like that too, and it's going to be a good show. Cool. So that's basically what I'm doing right now.
Nice. And what's the cover charge for what's this, the Vault?
Oh, it's free, baby.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
free.
I fucking love free.
Yeah.
Fucking free, baby. Yeah. Man. Damn.
You just have to be 21 and over. That's it.
Damn.
Yeah, that's like that's the only downfall. So if you got a fake ID, then you got to pull out, I guess. I don't know.
Whoa. You guys didn't hear that disclaimer from this podcast ever. So, man, freaking so what else is new, man? Like, what else have you been up to, bro, other than filming, trying to get photography, other than trying to film, being the manager, and then being a photographer? Dude, that's like, dude, you're not stretched out thin yet?
Not yet. I don't think so. I mean, with my regular 9 to 5 job, that's kind of like a balance. But
That's crazy, huh?
But it's what you also mentioned like earlier as well. Like when you love to do something, you don't ever wake up in the morning and say like, man, I gotta do this. Like I gotta, like, oh man, I gotta go do a photo shoot. Like, oh, I gotta go do this. Oh, I gotta come and do a podcast. You know what I mean? Like, it's never anything like that. If it has anything to do with a camera or like or any kind of media, like I like it. It's something I enjoy, and that's why I feel like it's my path to where I'm gonna reach the goal that I'm trying to achieve. As far as like where I want to be, learning through people, like experienced people. You know what I mean? Like you can learn from a teacher, but I feel like learning from somebody that has a craft and a hone for something that they love to do, especially when it comes from their heart, and they really want to mold it themselves. Like that's where the true learning curve comes in, because you learn something that you don't learn at school, because I feel like that all that stuff is like generic. Like it's almost like reading a script every single year, so you're always repeating the same thing, trying to get over it, and it's like, okay, I gotta teach these guys this and that. But when you have somebody that like has a love for it, there are some people that obviously teachers that do love what they do, but when it comes to like an individual like yourself, that has like a specific passion for what they love to do, that you could probably teach me greater things out of experience. I don't know, experiences. I don't know. I'm telling you, man. Like out of experience, I feel like if it comes from the heart, man, like you got something to not only do you have that craft, but you have the ability to teach. You know what I mean? And like to share that. And I like that.
Well, thank you,
You know,
bro.
that's what I do.
And bro, I'm always down to collaborate, man.
Yeah.
Hell, I'm always down. When you started out your photography were there any naysayers like, oh dude, like why you do that shit, like why you even waste your time and blah blah blah?
Yeah, actually, yeah, there were a few people that would just like, oh, just don't waste your time, or, you know, people that would judge pictures based on like certain aspects of, you know, I don't know, like different negative, you know, comments and things like that, and saying like, well, that's not gonna take you anywhere, or I don't know, you know, you get that typical, or like, dude, if you tell them I want to be a photographer, the first thing that they tell you, it's like, oh, there's a lot of market for that. There's a lot of people that want to be photographers, but that's where I'm saying, if a lot of people can shoot pictures, anybody can shoot a picture, you know what I mean? But if you don't have I feel like if you don't have the eye for it and the passion for it, the stronger the passion, I feel the more result you get, I guess, for my own personal self, you know. And when I shoot, I just love to do it, man. I'm telling you, I could talk about it every single day, dude, for hours and hours on end, man. I could talk about shooting pictures when I stop in the middle of the street and look up and I just take a picture, and people are and I have to do it. Like, it's like an itch, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it just...
So wait, that'll look good.
Yeah, that'll look good. And people like... And I've had people where I've taken pictures of, like, you know, something so relevant, and they'll be like, did you really take a picture of that? And I'll be like, hey, you never know, I could use it for something, you know what I mean? Or it's like something interesting, something that I don't know, I always think of, like, you know, taking a picture as like also like even a memory or something, you know, but which it obviously is, but, you know, just more or less something that I can see that I feel that nobody else can, you know. I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense.
That's the way I am too, bro. I'm like, I wonder if I get a drone shot of this, and maybe if I go to that window, and maybe if I come out the other way, and maybe if I go over the house and come back this way, I wonder if that'll look cool. And you know what, dude? I do it, and dude, my drones are sick, dude. Like the drones that I have, they're fucking bad. And then first starting out, bro, like how you have naysayers too. Dude, I had so many naysayers. Why do you get that? Why do you get all this stuff if you know if you're probably not even gonna get paid to do it? I'm like, dude, like what the hell? And what's crazy is it's the people closest to me, bro, that say that shit. Like, man, my ex-girlfriend, she said that shit all the time. Her parents, oh, you understand Spanish?
Yeah. Oh,
she's like, or the dad was like, hey, Jason, quiero hablar contigo. Like, he started seeing that I started building my inventory. He's like, hay 1,000,000 de pinches personas en este mundo que quiere hacer lo que estás haciendo. ¿Por qué crees que tú vas a ser esa persona que se va, you're gonna be successful? Like, I forgot how you fucking said it, but yeah, dude, that blew steam out through my ears. But I was like, dude, what the hell? Like, like, dude, like, you should at least be supportive. At least I'm not out there buying like alcohol, doing drugs, you know, doing shit that like all these other little kids now they're doing. Oh man, I'm gonna go out and party and do whatever. Dude, I spend my money on things that I know that are positive, and all this shit, man. Like, boom, you're here, and yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's good, man. Like, I feel the same way. Like, more, yeah, I've gotten those. That's where it hits you. Like, when you hear stuff like that, it's like, oh my god.
And then I'm like, damn. I'm like, look at me now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But you know what?
Look at the camera and be like, look at me now.
Look at me now. Look at me now. For real. That's like, yeah. But like, I think that drives me too. Like, I like that drive because like I've always been a person that has always been not extremely not too competitive, you know, but just more or less, if you tell me that I can't do something, like, I'm, especially with something that I like as far as like pictures and stuff and how passionate I was about it, I was like, oh man, I'm gonna you're gonna prove that person wrong, or at least I want to.
And then you want to see their face.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I want to see your face when you see me succeed. You beep, man, dude. What's the plan for the week? So you said you have Blind Octavius this weekend, and that's at what time?
10 p.m.
10 p.m. dude.
Yeah,
damn.
On the 14th.
On the 14th. You know what's good is that I'm off this weekend too. Dude, I'm
there.
fucking
It is.
there, dude.
There it is,
man. And then I think that Mark told me that they have a big show too in, or is it Santa Ana or in Anaheim?
Yeah, and it's gonna be in Santa Ana. It's gonna be
Yeah,
at the observatory.
Okay.
Yeah, the observatory in Santa Ana. The date is still to be announced and also the time, but they do have that locked in,
They
so
do.
that'll be coming up.
Man,
Yeah.
dude, I can't freaking wait, dude. Well, dude, I wish I could keep on going, but I know you got photography to do. So, Raymundo, my,
Keep going.
we could, huh?
Oh yeah.
We could, but my guard dogs out there are barking, and I need to know what the hell that dude's barking at.
Alrighty.
So yeah, my dude, man, thank you so much for being a part of the show, man, and I hope you could come back in the future and we can do some more podcasting, bro.
Yeah, man.
So
I'll definitely be
dude,
back.
thank you so
Yeah.
much. And then this is Black Diamond Media Entertainment presents On the Table with Ortiz. Thank you, Raymundo, for coming again. And you know what, dude, we are out.